So this coding question was asked in Zemoso Technologies in a coding round. So what it is? Valid parenthesis. Valid parenthesis, like we have this brackets, opening bracket and closing brackets of round, curly and square brackets. We have to determine that the opening brackets must be closed by the same type of brackets. Open brackets must be closed in correct order, and it should be having corresponding. Sorry, every closed bracket has a corresponding open bracket. What it says is like, we have three type of brackets. This is one type of bracket, this is another type of bracket, and this is another type of brackets. Okay, now we will get a string. Like, let us say we get a string. We have to make sure that is it a valid or not. Like, now how can I say ensure that is valid? Because there is an, if there is an opening bracket, there is a closing bracket to that. Okay, of that same type. If it is there is a curly bracket, then there is a closing bracket of it that is of same type. If it is there is a square bracket, there is of same type. So we can say it is true. When the case when it fail is like when we have a round brackets, when we have a curly brackets, we have a square bracket, and we are having this thing. Now if you see, like, we have open close of this round bracket. Now here we do have this thing, but we don't have the closing bracket of this thing. So this is what we have to get value as false. Okay, this is what we need to do. This is what the solution, this is what problem asks for us. So we have to prepare, we have to write a solution for this thing. So let's jump into the solution. So this is a pretty tricky problem. Like, how to solve this problem is like a tricky thing. But if you know stack, then there is no problem. It's not a tricky. It's not a if it's not tricky when you know the stack. So stack means like what it is. We can put elements inside the stack like this, one by one by one by one, and we can eliminate the top element by one. So it uses like first in last out approach. Okay, right. First thing which goes inside, first thing will be going in, and last thing will be the output, like last thing will be popped out. Okay, that's the stack thing. Okay, how can we this solve this stack is like, when we have a string like this, what we'll do, like when there is an opening bracket, I will be pushing that into my stack. Okay, I will push that my opening bracket into the stack. Okay, when I encounter a closing bracket, I will say like, is that there in the stack that is of opening round bracket? If it is opening round bracket, then we can say like, we can empty the stack, like we can pop out the element. Okay, if not, we can say it's not. For let's try again. Let's try again, that will be better. So this is our stack we built. Our stack, like, we have a square bracket. We will create a hash map that says like, for every closing bracket there is this opening bracket. Okay, for every closing curly bracket there is this opening curly bracket. For every square brackets there is a closing square bracket, there is an opening square. Now if you see, like, I will check like, is this in my hash map? No, it is not in my hash map. Then I will put that into my stack. Okay, now I comes over here. Now I come over here and check, is this in my hash map? Yeah, it is in my hash map. What I will do, like, I will, if that is in my hash map, I have to check the last element. Okay, if that last element matches with the current bracket, current closing bracket, like current closing bracket, if that matches with the current opening, current closing brackets open bracket, that means like we can pop it out. Okay, next we go to this index. Okay, now this is not in my hash map, so I will be putting that in my stack. Okay, after that I will go to this string. If it is there in my hash map, yeah, it is there in my hash map. And what is the value of that hash map? This is the opening bracket of the hash map value. And if it is matches, this is matching, so we can pop it out. Okay, no worries. I am going to this string. Okay, now we have another which is not in my hash map. We will put that in my stack, and we will see like, what is the next string. We will go to the next element. So it is an bracket, closing bracket, which is there in my hash map. And we'll check like, the what is the value of the hash map. This is the value of the hash map, and it is similar to the value in the top, in the popped value. Yeah, it is there. Then we can say that that is true. We can say that everything is done. we will check after this everything, after this pop operation, what is the length of the stack. It will be 0. So whenever we encounter the stack dot length as 0, that means it's a true parenthesis. If not, it is false. Let's take another example. Let me raise a bit. I don't know what it is that. Raise a bit. Let me make again a stack. Now we have round brackets, we have curly brackets, and we have this. Now we have this string. Now how to solve this thing? Okay, now it is an open bracket which is not in my hash map. I will be putting that in my. Okay, that is one thing. Let me make a little space. Now we have another bracket which is this bracket. Okay, which is this bracket. So this when my iteration come over here, that we say like, is this closing bracket in this hash map? Yeah, it is there. And we check like the last element of the stack. Is it same? Yeah, then we'll pop it out. Now our stack remains 0. Okay, now comes to here. Is it there in my hash map? No, it is not there. We will put that. Okay, we will put that into my stack. Okay. Now we'll check like, now we'll go to this string. Now we will go to this string and check like whether that is there in my uh, hash map. Yeah, it is there. And what is the opening value of it? It is a square bracket. Is it matching? No, it is not matching. We can say that it's not the closing bracket of this thing. Okay, we can put that into my, we will pop it out. We will pop it out. Okay, that is not the thing. And we have another closing bracket. Okay, that is not there. Okay, sorry. Okay, my mistake. That is not there. That is not same. That is not same. So we can return false. We can return. We can return false. Another use case is like when we have this thing. Now it will be a valid case. Okay, let's code this problem. Then you will better understand this problem. Let's move into the problem. I will do my typical thing. Let n is equal to s dot length. Okay, that is like I'm measuring like s dot length. Okay, let I'll create a hash map. It says the similar way like wherever I am having a close bracket, there is an opening value for that. Okay, this thing, and close this thing. Now closing for curly bracket, there should be a opening. So this is my hash map. Now I will do for let I equal to 0 and I less than n and I plus plus, I plus plus. If I say if s of I in my in hash map, I'm coding in JavaScript, so it's easy to create a hash map object over here. In hash map, then I will do that let peak is equal to stack dot pop. And if I say if s of I, sorry, hash map of s of I is not equal to the peak, then we can return false. We can return false. Else we will be putting stack dot push s of I. And the final statement to return, if my stack return stack dot length equal to 0, that means a ternary operator, we can put true or false. Okay, let's run this. I did a little mistake. Here I have to put return statement. What's the error coming over here? Oh, I didn't declare stack. How stupid I am. Let's stack equal to. Oh. Okay, before running this by your own, just compile it. I just didn't done the code review. You have to do a little bit code review, then run the thing. That's a key thing you have to do. See, here all problem. This is solved. Yes. Now let's take the time complexity as like time complexity. We can say it's a of n of n time complexity. We can because we are not iterating too much loops into it. What about the space complexity? Space complexity there is like of one. I will say of one. Let me of one. Why of one? Because we are not creating a new string. We are not creating a new string. If we are creating a new string, that means like we will get an of n, but we are not creating a new string. We are using this constant hash map over here. That is why I given of one over. Okay, that's the simplest way to solve this problem. That's all in this video. I hope you all understood the solution, understood the problem, and you will be next time cracking the interview by my solution. That's all in this video. Please follow, subscribe, and don't mention to comment any other solutions are there. Please comment it in my video. That's all. Thank you very much.